The moon enters the sign of Gemini Monday, November 27th. Let's talk about it. The full moon in Gemini happened like late last night because it was like 3 degrees Gemini was when like it was an exact full moon. Gemini is 9 degrees now, as you can see. But obviously we're still feeling it like all day today, and even when the moon switches signs, we're still going to be like feeling its effects. But yeah. So anyway, the moon is sextiling Chiron. So with the moon sextiling Chiron, it's the opportunity to heal your mistakes, heal your wounds, heal any hits to the ego you may have, heal your sense of individuality, and like, just saying some bad bitch affirmations like, I'm a bad bitch, I know who I am. On the flip side, it could also be an opportunity to make a mistake as well. We're talking about, Gemini and Aries here, like impulsiveness, messiness. So it's definitely the opportunity to make a mistake. Or, if you're like, planting good seeds, more higher octave, then you're probably just going to be, learning from past mistakes or learning, or healing, your individuality and shit like that. But I meant like learning lessons. Okay, yeah, there we go. So the moon squares Saturn as well, so it's going to be challenging to be responsible, facts, and it's going to be challenging to keep your composure, to be mature, to handle your business, focus on making your dreams a reality. The moon opposes Mars as well, so us feeling like being speaking out our opinions, and us wanting to dive into our curiosity, and us wanting to stimulate our mind, and play with a bunch of things in our environment, and like not stand still, like exploring like our local arenas, and just being curious about the littlest shit, like very fickle energy. Gotta love Gemini. Okay, so us being in the mood to do that, and speak our mind, is blocking us from doing the Sagittarius stuff. So it's blocking us from being motivated to travel, whether like that's inwardly or externally, like leaving your local arena, or like it's blocking us from being motivated to discuss about we could discuss philosophy with Gemini, but exploring philosophy, and exploring new truths, and discovering new truths, and getting out of our comfort zone, and expanding on these things. Like, we're not motivated to do that. We're motivated to talk and chat and talk about it, and maybe even have a few debates and discussions. The moon also opposes the sun, which is just not good for Gemini energy especially. Okay, so yeah, as Gemini energy can't really focus, so like now that we have this transit, it's just that much more like, wow, like really can't focus because it's opposing the sun. So yeah, us being in a very Gemini mood, very childlike, curious energy, very opinionated, wanting to talk and debate energy, it's blocking us from being able to focus on the Sagittarius stuff once again, expanding our minds, our philosophy, traveling, maybe taking a road trip out of town, like shit like that. And it's also blocking us from expressing our perspective and our ways of perceiving things. I also want to say, like, with the moon opposing the sun, our actions are not really going to match our words at all. So like, we're not going to let it be seen that like this is my beliefs, and this is my philosophy, and this is the way I see things, but we are going to let it be known. Meaning, like, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We go talk about it, but we're not going to express it. We're not really going to act on it. So it's not really going to be like seen by others with no words being included. Okay. But yeah, it's going to be known though. And I also want to say, because it's also opposing Mars, like, this is just all talk energy top tier. Like, we're probably like, I'm finna do this. I'm finna go and do this. And I'm motivated to do, I'm finna take a trip to Brazil. And it's gonna be like it's all talk. It's all talk. So just keep that in mind, because Gemini also rules. I'm definitely feeling the transit because I feel like talking today, and we're almost out of time. I have more transits to get to, but I'm gonna say this real quickly. Gemini rules ideas, so just keep that in mind. You're gonna have all these ideas and shit, but it's opposing the Sun and Mars, so you're not gonna act on those ideas, and no one's going to see you actually doing those things. Like if you have that idea, like I'm gonna go to Brazil, I'm gonna plan that trip. No one's going to witness you like booking the flight. Like you're not gonna act on it. Okay, and then tomorrow on the 28th, the moon is going to sextile the North Node. Yay, I love that. So like that's the opportunity to move towards your destiny. So it's an opportunity. Make sure that you take it. The moon is also going to be trining Saturn tomorrow, so that's great. So we're most likely going to take that opportunity because with it being a trine, that's the gift of being able to be grounded and being able to tend to your responsibilities and, manifest your dreams. So, like, that's great. Like, yeah, we're definitely going to be taking that opportunity. The moon is also going to trine Venus. So not only is the universe helping us to, get grounded and, like, bring all of our thoughts together and help us to contain our energy, because Gemini is all over the place. The universe is also going to be helping us to relax, and it's also going to be helping us to feel good, especially in the group dynamic, especially in our partnerships, in our collaborations. And yeah, that's great. The moon is also going to be opposing Mercury on the 28th. So our ideas and the conversations we're having, what we're talking about, is opposite the bigger picture, and it's opposite our mentality and our perspective and our worldview. So yeah, I wouldn't get too lost into the ideas that you're getting now and the conversations that you're having now, because the moon does move faster than Mercury. So the moon is going to move into Cancer before Mercury goes into Capricorn. So I would just still kind of touch base on how your mind has already expanded, and kind of just stick to that, and don't really cling too much to the new ideas and conversations that you're currently having. The moon is also going to square Neptune, so it's going to be challenging to connect to the bigger picture. It's going to be challenging to connect to your faith, and your hope and your dreams and your imagination. So yeah, I would kind of just definitely indulge into the group dynamic. It's going to be a trying aspect, so we're going to just automatically enjoy the group dynamic anyways. And like when you are, like, when you have people or when you have a community, like it kind of helps, when you don't have any hope, or when you don't really like see the bigger picture, or And then tomorrow night, the moon is going to quincunx Pluto, so we're not going to realize it, but we could transform our status and our position in some way, shape, or form. We're going to be able to do that, but we're going to misunderstand that, how to do that, or we're just not going to realize that we have that chance, that ability to do that.